I think we started 2023 the same as we left 2022. Truck short, no more trucks available. We have a capacity issue, and we had to increase crewing talent out there. So it was a year of ups and downs for Dome. We saw the demise of the esports business. We had a lot of esports business with NBA 2K and Overwatch. We saw the loss of the Canadian broadcast rights to the MLS over to Apple. And, of course, we got asked to leave the Sky Dome and incorporate the move in my capital plan. So lots of downs, but we had lots of ups as well. We were able to be the Canadian partner of NEP for MLS, so that was huge for us. We also had the Women's World Hockey Championships in Canada. We did the World University Games in Lake Placid, and again, there was a collaboration on trucks with F&F. And we continued our end-to-end production. It continues to grow because our owners are starting to ask us to produce content. So we started the Canadian Elite Basketball League, so we did some 23 there. And we actually, in conjunction with the NBA and MLSE, we produced the first WNBA game in Canada. That's right. So it's been a lot of ups and downs, but we got 2 trucks on the road, one still to come. We did move. We got into the building thanks to Mike Johnson's engineering team, and I think it's a real rebirth of Dome Productions. So, and we'll all be going on holidays tomorrow.
So, Bob, obviously, the last couple of years discussing the labor situation. So, what is the state of the labor situation in sports production?
It's gotten better. We probably lost about 30% of the people that called broadcast sports their main vocation during COVID. Our team has been really active. We talked about this at the RSN Summit. Active in training. We probably added over 100 new technicians. So if you think about what that means, if a technician can work 120 to 150 days, we've added 12 to 15,000 spots that we don't necessarily have to travel for anymore. For us, really important. 2023 will be almost 30,000 events that we'll be responsible for this year. Have about 15 to 16,000 technicians that we'll pay. So, I think the good news is that we've been able to backfill. I think the challenging part, and, we've talked about this on some of the initiatives that we're involved with, like HBCU and some of the other things, is that there's not a line around the block to get into broadcast television anymore. This isn't the, be-all, end-all sexy business that it was, 10, 15 years ago. People are making more money working in other places, technology companies, Amazon, Apple. And so, while the news is good, I still think we've got some pretty significant challenges on a going forward basis.
Right. Excellent. Thanks. And Nick, obviously from the RSN situation, kind of interesting this past year. So give us your perspective as far as some of the takeaways from.
There has been an RSN transition in a few places, and I think at a high level we're starting to work with about, I think it's at least a half a dozen new clients, which is exciting for us and our team, which includes I think 9 or more professional sporting teams that are included in that transition as a whole. But those are exciting partnerships, and and we continue down the road in the RSN world. Shows need to be on there.
Right. Excellent. Great. So, Pat, what are some of your key takeaways from 23?
With respect to what's going on now, I think what we went through over the last 2 years is really a historical collaboration amongst the folks here on the labor side, but also between our clients who wanted to have independent productions and didn't really want to do a world feed anymore, and between Game Creek and Dome and Mobile TV Group and NEP, we figured out a solution for clients so that they could actually do that in a cost-effective way. So I'm very proud of that development, because I think that that maintain a very healthy industry for us, not only in the truck side but on the labor side as well.
Sure. So I wanted to kind of jump into the broader economy and the impact that's having on your businesses as far as obviously inflation, gas prices, I guess, getting a little better, interest rate situation. So, and Mike, from a global perspective, what do you kind of, how do you see those issues impacting the sports production business, the nature of your contracts, maybe how they should maybe be readdressed or what have you? What do you, the broader economy, if you will, and its impact on the remote production business?
Sure. Listen, it's an interesting time. There's not many times where I've spoken with clients and they've said, we're signing up for a 10% increase in prices. There's, of course, challenges with some of our clients, financial challenges that they're very focused on making sure that they're doing their work as efficiently as possible. That is driving some of the discussions that we're having with our clients, and then the economic situation, like you mentioned, Ken, whether it's the inflation, the expectations of workforce, both permanent employees and freelance employees, of what their compensation is going to be, the ongoing cost of maintaining the equipment. The primary responsibility that we have is to make sure that it's going to be a reliable solution, and there's a cost that's associated with that. And that model has been modified by some of the vendors that we work with. So we need to understand that. We need to make sure that we formulate that into the business plans and then engage with our clients. So it is. Listen, we're fortunate to work in this business, and we are incredibly busy right now. But from an economic standpoint, there's forces that are driving discussions with clients that are different than what we've had in the past.
Right.